Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage, the review. Yes, the set is done and dusted, and there is the first view of the gates, the minifigs and T-Rex himself. An absolutely amazing build, an amazing set, and remember, this is a clone set. So without further ado, let me have a look at my notes and give you a few facts. This would have been Lego set number 75936. It has 3,120 pieces, and as you can see, there are 6 minifigs. It is a clone set. In other words, it's other bricks. It's not Lego. It's another company that has copied the set. Why am I doing this? As I always say, is because purely down to cost. I got into Lego again, especially adult Lego, if you like, COVID times, as many of you will know by now. I lost my dad, and I'm a big Star Wars fan as well as Harry Potter and other sci-fi things. And we'd gone to sort some stuff out, and basically very quickly my wife surprised me and bought me the helmet of Boba Fett's in Lego, which I loved, and that got me hooked on building Lego again. So that's why I'm here. But going back, here we are with this lovely Jurassic Park clone set, purely down to cost, like I said, with the clone set. If I'd have had the money and the time earlier when this set was available, I would have obviously bought it and kept it. But looking at it now, looking at what I paid for this clown set, which wasn't a lot, I think it was about $40, $50, which was under 50 English pounds. Amazing value for money. And I mean, I know with a clown set, you're always taking the risk with the bricks, you're taking the risk with the minifigs, but you cannot, or I cannot, fault this set at all. So without further ado, let's get on with this full review. We started off by building T-Rex, and I apologise for filming this in my kitchen, but it's the only place that I've got room to actually film and get everything in. So we started off by building the body of T-Rex. I mean, if any of you have watched the previous videos, which I hope you have when you're watching this, then you'll know that we built the body first, legs, arms, neck, tail, which was a lovely build, and then finally T-Rex's head. Now, does he not look good, or does he not look good? I'm going to slightly, if I can, without breaking him, turn him round, just so as you can get that effect and see him side on. His arms are absolutely brilliant. I love his little claws with his fingers. We will have a closer look at his feet again, which I think was brilliant. And he was an absolutely brilliant build. I mean, half the build really, or just under half, is T-Rex. And I was a little bit worried, of course, with the bricks and everything else, and I shouldn't have worried, because he was an absolute joy to build. The legs just popped in on ball joints, the head connected perfectly. The old tail, again, as I've said, if you've seen, is just a ball joint section. It can move it, absolutely amazing. So once T-Rex was done, and I will just show you the back patination, because I think it's worthy. Once T-Rex was done, it was about doing the actual gates to Jurassic Park. And we started off, again, any of you who've watched the videos will know, was the bottom plate. And now I will sort of say here that As we started to build up, we went into minifigs, but I will come to the minifigs later. I'm now going to turn the Jurassic Park set around so you can take a better look of the inside. There you go, I've just turned it round, put my phone down so as you know you're not going to get any funny pictures of me and doing doo-doo and whatever. But anyway, so as I say, we started off with the plate. Then the next thing we did was build the bottom sections here and here. Again, I did close-ups before. You can see the little fire extinguisher, the boxes at the back and the ladders. You can see the fruit and stuff like that. On the other side we've got the computer desk and computers all running, which I think looks really, really good with the chair. And then you've got the down part again with the lovely coloured bricks, if you remember I showed you. Absolutely awesome. We also, again I will show more as we turn, we stuck on the bottom plates here, which were quite easy, and as we built up, there's the lavatory that you can see there, up and up and up, and at the same time as we built each section, we more or less put the plates on after. The other side, we had some more, wherever that brown is, with a little bit of a flower, or whatever you want to call it, you know, a jungle leaf. And we built up and up and up. Now, before we actually did the gates, we looked at the section. We built some of this across here, not all of it, but some of it. And we put in a contraption here. I will show you what it does a little bit later, or I will attempt to show you. But then we built up the gates, which was quite fun. They just fitted in on 2 pins down the bottom. You can see my finger, there's one there and one the other side, and that's it. And then there is a X-axis pin that you can see there, that fits down too. Same the other side. That was on. Then we started to do the outside for the sign and the tops. Lovely decoration of like a nest with the egg broke open for the little dinosaur to come out. Then we've got some more leaves and foliage, and that really is all there is to the back. I shall now step back and turn it round. So there we are, we've turned it round again. So once, like I say, basically all these panels were on the sides as well as everything else. We slowly built up and up and up to the sides again, and then we did the Jurassic Park sign. Sorry for the bit of a shaky cam, because my arms are getting tired. But anyway, everything built together, fitted together absolutely perfectly. The only problem we had is, if you can see the frayed edges just where the end of the J and where the C is that the sticky label was, or our sticker, was too big. So I had to slightly cut it down to get it to fit. Other than that, nice, colours are really good. Bottom ones went in perfectly, and that is that. I will now attempt, if I can, to show you what that button at the back does, if I can find it. You push that button and hey presto, the door's open. It's as simple as that. That one is now stuck. But that's all it does. It just opens the doors, which I think is a nice touch. It works absolutely perfectly. Like I say, it looks good. Then for the last part, we put on obviously the flames of the outside, fauna with the flowers and everything else, the leaves and like the growing things. Same for the other side. We had a little problem with the brown thing there where the actual things are too thick to get into the little planty things they're supposed to stick on. Not that it matters because you can't tell unless I didn't tell you. And that was the set completely built with T-Rex minus the minifigs. I'll talk about the stand first. Very, very easy to build. Little edges on, I think I did show you. Little dinosaur, little raptor or whatever he is on the side. I really like the look of that. I think that looks really, really good. I'm really, really impressed with that. Then we had our what I would call a UCS, as in the proper big nice sticker to show what it is. And it's basically all about T-Rex. It gives you all the facts which I read out earlier. If you watch one of the earlier video, actually I think it's the last video, part 15, where I actually go into detail about the what's on it. One thing I did have to do, which I've said, and I will repeat myself again here, is I had to cut the sticker down again because it was way, way too long. But remembering this is a clown set for a lot less money than I paid for, again, I can't really moan too much. I've managed to keep all the actual written things on. You can see T-Rex, that's good enough for me. So now we get to the minifigs. And I did show each minifig in absolute closeness as we built along. So our first person here, I will point out that many people have said to me is that the torso, his chest part, is a lighter colour than the skin tones of hands and face, which could have been done better. And I know it is also the same on the Lego set, so you can't just blame the clown set for that. That is Ian Malcolm. Then we have, I believe, Ryan Arnold. I believe that is Dr. John Hammond. We have Ellie. We have Alan, which I will try and show you his face, that's better. And then we have Nerdy. And like I say, if you want to go back as we go through the build, I do nice close-ups of the figures. And remembering again, I'm gonna say these words again. To say this is a clown set, the minifigures are excellent. The hands were already on. We had to put the body and the legs together, the heads and the hair obviously, and the other little things. John Hammond holding his torch there, which is what it is, like a flame torch, or I think that's what it's supposed to be. And the decoration was great. As a whole, like I say, for a clown set, it has been absolutely brilliant. We had a couple of missing parts. We had a little slope somewhere at the top there, which I managed to change, which was like no problem at all, really. Bricks, if anything, I think, as you'll have probably heard me say if you've watched any of the videos, they were a little bit tight in places rather than loose, which I think is definitely the better way to be. You don't want things falling off your set when you've built it. It's all transported through pretty good to the kitchen so as I can do this review, which is absolutely brilliant. I was a bit worried with bringing that through especially. Again, I held it underneath as you would hold it properly or try to hold it properly, and everything was brilliant. So again, no moans there. Brick quality, clutch power, amazing. Colour, very, very, very good. It looks good. And, you know, I can't say enough. I think if you want to buy this set just for the enjoyment of building it, yes, you can still display it. I mean, unfortunately, I am going to have to deconstruct this because I haven't got room to display it. But that doesn't mean to say it is one of those sets that I may, once again, rebuild in the future because I've had that much in building it. But like I say, for the money, and the quality's still there. If a clown company can do this set for, like, say, 45 English pounds, $50 US, I don't know if I might have paid a little bit of postage, but if a clown company can do that, all right, they haven't had the problems of the design. I'll give Lego that, whoever's designed it, absolutely brilliant. But the actual build price, the part price, if they can do, a clown company can do it for their price of £45, $50, and what is the Lego price? I think it's well over £200 now. I think it's well over £300 actually. Unopened, brand new, you know, you're talking big money, which is, well, not viable. Not viable for me when I want to build so many Lego sets. And I've told you about my backlog. But that, again, that is why I am buying and building a few clown sets. I mean, I've got a few more clown sets to come. Don't worry, I've got some proper Lego to come up, as well as other companies like Mole King and whoever. But again, I will just sum up and say the reason I'm buying certain clown sets is the sets that I wanted to build that I can't afford to pay for Lego wise. It's as simple as that. So, very, very quickly, I will say it again. If you haven't got the money and you would love to build this set and get the enjoyment of building it and even displaying it, by all means go and buy the clown set, because the quality's there, the colours are there, the build experience is there. There's nothing different to the Lego set that I can see, unless people who built the Lego set can see obvious blatant differences, which, as I've said before, please drop in the comment box what's different, what you think, you know, what's outstanding, what have I missed, if you like. But like I say, it's been wonderful. I would give it, you know, I'll give it my complete thumbs up. My complete blessing for people who want to go out there and buy it purely because of the funds. Again, like I say, it is just a cost thing. And I mean, just look at the size of that now. I mean, I've just about got everything in. You've got the gates, you've got the actual building, you've got your minifigs, and you've got your T-Rex. And you've got a bit of kitchen stuff in the background as well. Sorry about that, but like I say, it was the biggest place I had to display it and show everything on display. Well, with that, that's the end of this review. Really, really enjoyed it. Like I say, I've enjoyed every part of the build. I've enjoyed every part of the video. It's been absolutely brilliant, and I hope you lot have enjoyed it too. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, give us a like. You know, like I say, every thumbs up, every like we get, it does help the channel, it does help me, and it brings a smile to my face. Please drop some comments in the box. Don't be frightened to comment on the set. Don't be frightened to comment on clown sets. You know, we can have a conversation, an adult conversation if you like, about, you know, no, we shouldn't be buying clown sets, but the reason we're buying them for is a very, very good one, as I say, which is cost. And anything else you want to comment on, you want to comment on my performance, that's fine. I can take that criticism, and, you know, as long as it's constructive, as I say, I'll do anything I can to get better. And if you want to follow us on the journey to the next build, which I haven't got a clue what it is next, it's into the actual massive backlog that we've got. It might be a modular, that's all I'm going to say, but that's only a might. So don't kill me if it isn't, if it's something else. Anybody who's watched this far for this review, thank you very, very much. Anybody who gives me a like, a comment or a subscribe, thank you again, thank you very much. It's been an honour, a privilege and a real enjoyment to do this build and do these videos for not only you, but for myself as well, to look back for, I hope, in many, many years. You now know the drill. Here we go. My name is Kev. I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side.